G'day, it's Ryan the Lion from A Few Quiet Yarns. You can see the background there, and you can also see what's on the chest. I've got a very special guest to introduce you to. That is Tapita Wehi from the Haka Experience, who's going to be joining us, and we'll let him introduce himself in a second, but let me just run you through what we're doing. So at AFQY, 23rd of April, we are going to do two things. First of all, Tapita is going to do a mihi to welcome us all. And in respect of Anzac Day, which is going to be on the Saturday, we're going to do an act of inclusivity, which is also for all the good work that Kiwis have done together for New Zealand, which is to sing the Māori national anthem, our national anthem. So first of all, if I could get you to introduce yourself, Tapita, and then give us a rundown of what the mihi is.
Hoi anō, kia ora tātou, tēnā koutou, kua whakarawika mai nei tēnei pō, koutou nā maunga whakahi koutou, kua tae mai nā mātā waka o te motu ki tēnei kaupapa, karea rikarika aku mihi kia koutou, hoi anō tuatahi mihi kauana ki te mana whenua, kia Ngāti Whātua, mihi kauana ki ngā maunga, ki ngā awa whakatere tani whao tēnei takiwa o Tāmaki Makaurau. Nō reira, nōku ke te whakamānoa, te tuku mihi kia koutou, tātou o Aotearoa, ākua, ko tau mai te kapua pauri, I roto I ēnei wā a wangawanga, kia kaha tātou, kia kia manawa nui. So just a big mihi to everyone out there, and welcome to this awesome occasion that Ryan set up for tonight. I just want to quickly explain, or what we say in Māori, the whakamarama, to explain what my mihi was about. First and foremost, I pay tribute to the mana whenua of Auckland, who are Ngāti Whātua. I pay tribute to the mountains. I pay tribute to the rivers. Because we have a saying in Māori, and it's called Whatu ngaro ngaro te tangata, toitu te whenua, which means man will perish, but the mountains will always remain. And it's a kind of a saying that the maunga and the rivers were already here before man arrived. And that's my way of paying a tribute. So, don't want to drag on too much, but it's and thank you, Ryan, for giving me the opportunity to welcome you all here in my native tongue. I also pay tribute to every single one of you and who you represent, whatever background, nationality that you represent tonight. Welcome to tonight's kōrero, and I hope we all have a good night. Tēnā koutou katoa. Mauri ora.
Ka pai. Thank you very much for that. And what we're going to do in the event on Thursday the 23rd is we're going to have an act of inclusivity. Now, we've been talking about diversity and inclusion for a long time, and people originally thought diversity was a range of different ethnicities, which is one part of it. There's also neurodiversity and a range of other ways of looking at it. But inclusivity doesn't happen naturally because there's a range of different diversity. So we're going to do an act of inclusivity, which is we're all going to do the same thing. We're all going to be challenged to sing together the New Zealand national anthem in Māori. So before we get to that, and that's why I've got my All Blacks jersey on, before we get to that, I just would like to ask you, Tapita, if you could give us an understanding, like I've had the fortunate experience of having it explained, but I'd like you to give everyone else the proper explanation rather than coming from me around what I call the Māori values, or of Te Ao Māori, of manaakitanga, kaitiakitanga, and whanaungatanga. You put it so beautifully earlier today. I won't steal your thunder though. Over to you to give us everyone an understanding of that, because this is the inclusivity of the Māori culture that I think is so beautiful that if you don't know about it, you're about to learn about it, and it's beautiful to be part of.
Kia ora, tēnā koe, Ryan. Thank you for that. I'll keep it nice and brief for now, and then maybe later on we can go into more depth. But whanaungatanga is about relationship building, and it's about connecting with each other. So we connect with people, we connect with the whenua, with the land, we connect with the mountains. And that's why it's very important for not only us as Māori, but all people, that this value of whanaungatanga is very important. So that when we first meet each other, we make that certain connection. And for us as Māori, we have what we call a pepeha. And a pepeha is a connection or a identity or connecting back to your mountain connecting back to your tūranga waiwai, which is the place you come from. So when we as Māori stand to talk, most times you'll hear we always start off with our pepeha, which is our mountain, our river, the land that we come from, and our iwi. So a very important one, which is for whanaungatanga. The next one is manaakitanga. This is another important value. Manaakitanga is all about being hospitable and looking after people. So when people come to your home, you welcome them into your house. It may be like some sort of organization that you all belong to. It doesn't have to be your own home. So if people come to your work or to a meeting, the first thing you want to show is a form of manaakitanga. And that's welcoming them into your house, maybe sitting down, having a kōrero, and then having something to eat. And then that all revolves around the importance of manaakitanga. Kaitiakitanga, guardianship. And so this is a very important one. At the moment, we're finding we're in these challenging times with what's going on, not only here in Aotearoa, but around the globe. I mean, really, our country, we're in a state of despair, and the world is in turmoil with what's going on. And so for me, maybe this is how I see it, maybe a wee bit different to others, but it could be the Earth Mother, Papa Tuanuku, just giving us a little bit of a warning, because since this epidemic has hit the country, we've seen some good things happen. The pollution, the rivers are clean, the dolphins and the whales are all coming in closer to land. And that comes back to kaitiakitanga and looking after the whenua, or looking after Mother Earth, the environment. So hopefully you all picked up something in those three values: manaakitanga, kaitiakitanga, and whanaungatanga. Tēnā koutou.
Thank you very much. And Turakawa Bartlett, from, you may know him from across
he's awesome.
Uruguay. And so he taught me those, and the way you spoke about it today that really got me was you related it to a very short version, which I think come from your father to you, which is around love the person, which would be whanaungatanga, the relationships.
Yes.
Love the people, and then love the land, which is sort of like a nice wee way of putting it. How did you say it?
Well, that's one of his proverbs, or his quotes, whakataiki we call it in Māori. And ki te wātea te hinengaro, me te kaharere o te wairua ka taea ngā mea katoa, which simply means when the mind is free and the spirit is flowing, anything is possible. And that's having that love towards the whenua, towards each other, as we all move on together. Tēnā koutou.
Beautiful. So, let's give the national anthem a run through, right? So, I know it. I'm a terrible singer. I do get a couple of pronunciations incorrect. It's got to break the habit. So, I was thinking, in the name of making people feel comfortable, I'll give it a go. And you don't tell me, wait till I get through, but then let me know the 3 to 4 things I probably got wrong. Hopefully it's not 10 to 20. And then we'll give it a run through together with a little bit of support from your magic guitar. How does that sound?
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good, Ryan. Go for it, mate.
All right. I actually really like to really yell this, bellow it out like baritone. So I'll try to keep it sort of maybe down a bit. E hioa atua o nā iwi matora a ka whakarona me aroha noa kia hua ko te pai kia tautau a... Oh, I was going right and I stopped.
What's the matter? What's the matter, Ryan?
I thought I got 2 lines mixed up. So I have it over here just as a safeguard, and I looked and I got stuffed up.
You're doing okay.
Kia tauto atawhai, mana a ki tia mai, e o tia roa.
Yeah, I'll give you a 5 out of 10. I'll be generous. I'll give you a 6, 8.
Okay,
It's pretty
thanks.
good. It's pretty good. Just a couple of kupu words in pronunciation. Tātou, so it's tātou. So tātou is your big toe.
Yeah.
Tātou. Instead of, we hear that quite a lot. People say tātou. So it's tātou. And Aotearoa. Aotearoa. So it's Aotearoa. And you've got to say it quite fast. Aotearoa. Just remember with the R's, the R's are more of a R in the roll of the tongue. So when you pronounce, for an example, rangi toto, say rangi toto, right?
Rangi toto.
Rangi toto.
Rangi toto.
Yeah, cool. You got a pretty good pronunciation. So another one that's very hard for people are the R's. So it's just like, repeat after me, right? Papakura.
Papakura.
Good. A lot of people say Papakura. Now it's a big difference, isn't it? There's Papakura. Hey, it's huge. Papakura, or there's Papakura. I think it's important to, in whatever language, it's important to pronounce any language correctly.
Absolutely.
Whether it be Chinese, South African, Norwegian, Dutch. So I make sure to take a little bit of time out when I meet people from those countries, just to, only takes a couple of minutes to make sure that I'm pronouncing their name correctly. I know what it's like when I went through school. All my teachers, and then they just couldn't say my name properly, and we just sort of let it go. But anyway, back to our lesson, Papakura.
Papakura.
Good. Aotearoa.
Aotearoa.
Kapai. What about a word from out of the song? Aroha.
Aroha.
Cool. Atawhai.
Atawhai.
Manakitia.
Manakitia.
Cool. Well done, Ryan. You want to go? Should we give it a crack again?
Yes, please. All right. So this is just me, both of us.
Okay. Do you want the guitar? Yeah.
Yep. Oh, so this is me running it through to get it right.
Or do you want to have one more go by yourself? Up to you, mate. You did pretty well.
No, let's do it together. Let's do it together.
Okay, let's do it together.
You can.
Okay. There's our note. We'll take it up, eh? Okay, here we go. Toru, fa, and. Atua, o mai wi katura, atawhaka rona, me aroha noa, kia hua ko te pai, kia tau atawhai, mana aki tia mai, Aotearoa. That was it, right? Okay?
Very nice.
You did pretty good, mate. Well
I
done.
stuffed up the tato again.
Yeah. Well, it's just your big toe. Tato. Say that, tato.
Tato. So
easy, eh?
So the T-A-U is almost pronounced like T-A-R, ta-toe.
T-A-R-T-O-E. T-A-R-T-O-E. Ta-toe.
Okay. So I give it one more go, and then we'll wrap up for the night.
You can give it a go by yourself now.
Okay.
Where you go?
Ehioa atua o nā iwi mātora ata whakarohona me aroha noa kia hua ko te pai kia tatoa ta whai mana ki tia mai Aotearoa.
Kawai. Tēnā koe. Tēnā koe.
Did I get
Right?
to a 7 out of 10 for that one?
Yeah, you got a 7.5, mate. Well done from a 5, so you did really well. Actually, I just saw that kupu. It's kia tautō, kia tautō ātawhai. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we were saying tātou.
Oh,
Yeah, so we need to correct that. It's kia tautō ātawhai. That was my mistake, sorry. Kia tautō ātawhai. Okay, that's still the same. Awesome, right? Well done. 7.5.
thank you very much. So the message is to everybody is give it a go. I will send out the link to the words that I learned it from, the link to the words that I had here just for safety, and the aim is that we can give it a go because it's an act of inclusivity, and we're all trying something that might potentially be challenging for some, and for those that isn't, they'll help the ones that it's not challenging for, so that we can all be proud Kiwis. April 23rd for AFQY, just before Anzac Day. And of course, this is the end, hopefully, of level 4 lockdown forever, so that if we're all good Kiwis and we do what we need to do, we won't have to go back to lockdown 4. So thank you very much. Ka pai. Ka kite anō.
Awesome. Ka kite anō, Ryan. Mauri ora.